Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, here in America, aka Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, and scattered abroad throughout the planet Earth. Alright, I'm the brother Kanaga Bar, coming at y'all with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Who the world inwardly calls God and Jesus Christ. May this lesson be edifying, Lord willing. Alright. Shalom to the brothers that shared this earlier in the chat. You know, this is from Dabu 7. Alright. Let me open this up. The description reads, it says, powerful 7.4 magnitude or mega earthquake rocks Colombia. Buildings have collapsed. Widespread damage reported. Alright, judgment is going forth, man. Everybody down here is still thinking that Yahweh Shai don't exist. You still think the Most High is not doing shit. Okay? The evidence is right here in your fucking faces, man. Alright? And us brothers, beginning with the apostles on down, man. We got the truth. We have the 100% truth, man. And everything that we're speaking, alright, which are the Lord's words, by the way, not ours. We ain't freestyling over here. We ain't just pulling shit out excuse me, man. We're not pulling shit out of our asses. Alright? It's going down out here, man. This is nothing but prophecy, you know, coming to pass. All right. So everything, you know, that we have been saying, they're escalating. Okay. So, and you 2/3 niggas and niggas, man, you getting what you deserve. Okay. And this was posted 6 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? I got an article as well on deck too, man. Which says, this is from apnews.com. It says, magnitude 7.4 quake rocks Western Colombia, killing at least 111 people. Check this shit out, man. Lord is not fucking playing. All right?
And we have a monster 7.4 earthquake striking in Colombia. We've also seen aftershocks. This was initially a 6.6, upgraded to a 7.4 magnitude. You can see this disaster has people trapped under the rubble, people running all over the place just trying to make sense of what just happened. You can see the people trying to dig out what they believe is people trapped underneath the rubble here. A heartbreaking scene. This was felt all the way into Venezuela. This earthquake struck on the coast on the Chaco province at roughly 7:34 a.m. local time this morning. According to the services, the quake struck at a depth of 79 kilometers and the epicenter was near San Jose del Palmar. Shortly after the initial tremor, they started to upgrade. They said initially this was a 6.6 and then it's risen all the way up to a 7.4, and that's where it sits right now with aftershocks hitting in the area as well. It looks like the 4.6 aftershock was upgraded also. So this could see more earthquake activity down here. Let's hope that the worst of it is out of the way. Prayers going out to everyone in Colombia, knowing that they're still trying to find people in Venezuela as well. Horrific earthquake situation here down in Colombia. I will leave a link. Join me for the live shows Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as I update to this and a whole lot more. Hope to see you there.
Oh, come on, man. Anyway, hey, man, we warned you, man. Okay, the men of GMS at that. You know, beginning with the apostles on down. All right, so yeah, it says I ain't gonna read the whole article. A lot has been said in the first clip that I played from Dabu 7. All right, judgment is going forth, man. It's going to continue to ramp up. It says a powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck Western Colombia on Monday, which is today, early, this morning, man, killing at least 111 people, damaging hundreds of buildings, and leaving many trapped under debris, while their loved ones and rescue workers search through rubble. Excuse me. It says Colombia's president Abelardo de la Espriella, who reported the death toll, said at least 87 people were injured and around 1,600 buildings were damaged, including at least 61 that completely collapsed. He declared an emergency to expedite funding for the quake recovery, while saying he would visit the disaster zone. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, let me go to the scriptures because I gotta cut the time short. After this, I gotta head to work, man. So, I'm gonna get straight into it. All right, y'all get the point. But this is 2 Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." Okay, the Lord's chosen people is the nation of Israel, or so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the Israelite foreigners as well. That descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, according to the seed line of your father. All right, beginning with the elect. All right, the men of the Lord, the men of great millstone, beginning with the apostles on down, are speaking the words of Yahweh Shah, which is, the spirit of prophecy, Revelation 19:10. Okay, and the word prophecy means to say before. So the ones that were telling you what's to come before it happens, all right, are the men of GMS. All right, see. And like I said before, these words are not ours, man. These are the Lord's words, man. All right? And they're coming in, they're speaking and not lying, according to Habakkuk 2 and 3. You see? Because we are the ambassadors of the Lord, the representatives, all right, of Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shah. Right? It says the Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it, man. All right. So we're the men that's declaring the works of the Lord. All right, the judgments of the Lord, man. And it's going to continue to ramp up. Everyone's going to fear Yahweh Shema Shai, wherever we are on the earth, man. This is only the beginning of sorrows and great mornings, okay? It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. That's right, man. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. All right? And you can find the prophecies in the Bible. All right, Isaiah 34:16 tells you that. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, man. All right? No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, right? Okay? Because when it comes to these prophecies, this is where you find it at. The scriptures is the source. All right? So at the end of the day, everything goes back to Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets. All right? Because before a kingdom goes down, the Lord always sent his men out to give the warning before that judgment comes. And we believe we're those men of old. All right? You see, coming back in our lots to declare this word, man, which is the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, these scriptures, man. All right, and these prophecies ain't failing, man. No other book can be compared to this book. You see, the Bible trumps any book on this earth, man, because this is a living document. Okay? So, you can't make this shit up, man. Yeah, let me read 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. Excuse me. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Lord is visiting this world, man. All right, the Lord is punishing these people down here, man, for their evil, right? Isaiah 13 tells you that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you measure the times diligently with the scriptures. All right, the events that's taking place on the earth, you come back to the Bible because that's where the answers are, man. All right. So there you go. The Lord, the Lord visited Western Colombia with a 7.4 magnitude earthquake, man. Injuring a lot of people, fucking up, the infrastructure out there, and putting people to death. All right. Let me get a quick precept. This is Isaiah 29, in verse 6. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake, and great noise with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire, man. You can't make this shit up at all. Okay? The Lord is judging in the earth, and their names are Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and they're so-called black entities, man. All right? And Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. All right? Those are the only individuals that will be delivered from the second death. All right, which them thermonuclear missiles is going to cause a great earthquake, man. It's going to make the earth rock to and fro like a drunkard, or it says real to and fro. All right, like a drunkard. So the Lord is pissed off, man. All right, this shit is not a game. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And it's been declared, since the world began, man. All right? This is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and whether you believe it or not, the counsel of the Lord is standing, regardless. How do you know that? Due to the prophecies unfolding throughout the four winds of the earth, man. And the earthquakes is a part of prophecy, man. It's a part of judgment. All right? It's a part of the Lord's will. All right? See? It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right? The elect, Lord willing, we up that number. We got the truth, man. As for 2/3 of our people, they can't receive it because it's set up this way, man. See? So at the end of the day, fear the Lord and obey, and you'll be okay. All right? To you elect members out there, I say that for myself as well, because I want to make it just like y'all. See? So, continue to give diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. All right? Because the scriptures that we're applying every single day is making us wise unto salvation. All right? So continue to patiently wait, for Yahweh's return, because these signs that we see is all leading up to that, man. All right? Let me read Mark chapter 13, straight to the point in verse 8, out of the mouth of Yahweh himself, man. All right? For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Here's the point. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. Okay, diverse meaning different. So, Western Colombia got hit with a 7.4 magnitude earthquake, man. All right? It says, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows, man. And it's going to get worse. All right? For the wicked. Esau, Edom, the rest of the heathen nations, and 2/3 of our people. Okay? So back in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right? So it's being made evident that, all right, this current world that we're in, all right, is passing the fuck away, man, due to the judgments that you see. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right, so all this wickedness that's taking place down here on the earth, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is coming through with judgment. All right? Why else are these things happening, man? You people can't give an answer. All right? But the men of the Lord have the answers, man. Okay? Beginning with the apostles, the elders and brothers on down, a great millstone. All right? The KJV 1611 edition with the Apocrypha. The answers are right there. You just got to be guided, the correct way. Okay? And the ones that's truly feeding you with knowledge and understanding after the Lord's heart or the Lord's mind are the men of GMS, man. You see? Right? And that it says, knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. You know? These prophecies are, screaming, man, jumping off the pages, like the brothers always say. All right? Everything is going according to plan. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent or you going to perish, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Okay? So everything that you're seeing is coming full circle. All right? The nation of Israel is getting ready to be restored. All right? As the rightful rulers of the earth for eternity through Yahushua. Okay? All right? And he's at the door. All right? And I'm going to end it with this. This is Isaiah 55:6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. This is the time where you're supposed to be seeking Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, the scriptures say, remember thy creator in the days of thy youth, man. All right, because whether you believe it or not, we're in evil times, man. Which Yahweh Shema Shai controls, by the way. Okay? You know? You're supposed to be, diligently seeking the Lord. Because it says, without faith, it is impossible to please him. Okay? That gift of faith must be given to you before the foundations of the world. All right? And only the elect can, showcase what it is to truly have faith in the Lord and truly fear. All right? And that's by obeying their commandments to the best of our abilities, man. All right? And calling upon them names, man, in sincerity. You know what I'm saying? Through prayer. All right? No other gods can save you, man. No other knowledge can save you, man. Okay? But Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai and their understanding. All right? And these people that are of this world, that includes 2/3 of these niggas and niggettes, man. They're gonna find out the hard way, man. All these idols that they worship, okay? When their calamity comes upon them, let them niggas cry out to their gods, man. And let them deliver them in the day of trouble, man. That was just a perfect example. All right, and what happened to those individuals, man? You had 111 people. They got put down by the Lord. Okay, a lot of people were injured. The Lord was collapsing buildings and shit. People were under rubble, all type of shit. And their gods didn't save them. You see? Because niggas fail to believe that their power is Yahweh Shema Shai. We actually have a true and living power, man. But it's nothing for the Lord to put you to death. You see what I'm saying? Because they're in control of life and death, man. As it says, see now that I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Deuteronomy 32:39. Right? 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. See? All these other gods that you fucking people worship down here ain't fucking real. Alright? And the 2/3 of our people, they're gonna find out the hard way at the death by pain, man. As these judgments intensify. All right. So this is the time to seek the Lord now, because there's gonna come a time where you're not gonna be able to find him through his men via the famine of hearing the words of the Lord, according to Amos 8:11 on down. All right. It says, last verse, but I'm gonna read that again. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found; call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, of the nation of Israel." Okay? The Lord is not coming to save all nations, man. The Lord only died for the nation of Israel. And, concerning this go-around, only the remnant is getting the fuck out of here and entering into the kingdom. Okay? When the smoke clears, man. Being delivered in them chariots, being changed within the twinkling of an eye. Becoming the rightful rulers of the earth. This is what the Lord is grooming us for, man. To rule. For eternity, man. Right? We ain't being risen up for no other reason but just that. Okay? So all the shit that you learn in the world, you must be born again. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And transforming your mind by applying these scriptures, man. Because it says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. Okay? It says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And that includes you, the sisters too, of the elect. Okay? The brothers and sisters and children. All right? This is only for the elect of Israel. The remnant. All right? The true survivors. Okay? It says, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And that's all we look for at the end of the day. Mercy. See, we're being shown mercy now by having this truth. All right? And when shit hits the fan, the Lord's not gonna forget our labor of love, man. Okay? The Lord is definitely gonna show the elect mercy when chaos is running rampant throughout the earth, man. And it's already escalating. Us brothers, we just patiently waiting for some shit to go down here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. All right, the Lord is saving the best for last. Because this fucking whore, she got to go. All right? And she will. Talking about Babylon the Great, which is America, man. And everything about this bitch, will be, completely wiped off the face of the earth. All right? And, the Lord's going to establish a righteous kingdom. Okay? Which shall never be destroyed. All right? And that's for us and us only. And the nations, they're going to be in captivity. They're going to be our servants, man, our tributaries in the kingdom of heaven, man. And, the 2/3, they're going to be cut off and down on this side, but they'll be back in their right minds, man. In them new bodies as well. All right? And we're going to be straight forever, man. We're going to be good forever. But, at the end of the day, there's levels to this shit, man. And everything is happening in orderly fashion. All right? So, yeah. I just wanted to go into that. Lord willing, I hope and pray this is edifying to the elect of Israel. All praises, honor, and glory is to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. About to head to work. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.